Okay, I hope it's working now. We gather for havdala. We're going to check because we just tried to get on and had a little glitch. So we're checking to see with our friends. Is it working? Diane, can you tell us? Can you see us? Yes. Is it working? Yeah. Not yet? No?
I don't see it yet. But if those
So there is something up there.
those channels that you put on, that should work. Hold on. No, I don't see it yet.
Destination Central Forum is online.
Online. Okay.
Online. How about this one? I don't know what that is. We'll try that. Okay. How's that? Are we online? Are we with you? Can someone tell us if this is working?
I don't see it here.
Let me check with
Oh, wait. Yes.
Okay, finally. Sorry, we had a little trouble getting the technology right. But here we are.
Yeah.
We ready? Okay, good.
Okay.
All right. Welcome, everyone. It's time to let go of Shabbat and enter into the week. But we try to do that with ritual, with music, with a little learning, and with lots of light to carry us through.
It says that you're watching.
It does? Okay. So I think we've figured it out. Great. And our friends are joining us. Start a little bit with the Torah portion.
Well,
what do you think?
We thought we would expand our offering a little bit tonight. Usually we come on for Saturday night, for havdala. So tonight we do a little bit different, a little bit more. Add a little bit more. We call it Malava Malka, accompanying the queen. The queen. Who's the queen? Are you the queen? No?
No, I'm not the queen. But,
well, I'm accompanying
everybody.
That's kind of a pun, I guess, right? Because I put a picture in there and I said, Rabbi Susan and her accompanist, which is me. But I was thinking, The ceremony is called accompanying the queen.
Mm.
The queen,
Oh.
however, is who's the queen?
Shekhinah.
Shekhinah. It's not Rabbi Susan.
No,
The queen is the Shekhinah, or Malchut, we call her, or the bride.
the bride.
All of these images that we have for Shabbat. And on Saturday night, we delay her departure because she delights in stories and songs. So we tell some stories, sing some nice songs, the good stuff. We bring out the good stuff on Saturday night.
Right.
So we have a good story for Saturday night, or we have a really good song for Saturday night. The songs, the hidden spirituals. And we'll make the havdala in a nice, special melody tonight.
Okay.
That we don't often use. Alice is ready for the good, the deep ceremony.
Well, in the portion, it does talk about the oil.
Here we go.
It talks about the special olive oil that's made for this ritual, for the ritual of the priests, because in this portion, there's no Moses. In this portion, it's really the work of the priests to keep the light on in the sanctuary.
So where's Moses? He retreats to the quiet center. Teaches humility.
Yeah, he does this tzimtzum, he pulls back a little bit and makes space. Makes space for the light, really.
The light will need a little lift, we're taught at the beginning of the enterprise.
And so every sanctuary has to have that light. We saw when we were together with the group and together in Cochin, in Kerala, in the south of India. We got to this one synagogue just in time for them to light all the lights. And there were many more lights than there were Jews. I wouldn't say that. I mean, there were, dozens, really, of these beautiful
I have pictures of
lights.
it.
Yeah.
If I knew you were going to talk about it, I would have brought them.
We have the pictures, right? But we watched them light the lights.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful. The oil lights. And the same wicks we found are used by the Buddhists, by the Hindus, by the Muslims, by the Jews. The same beautifully wound cotton wicks that go into the oil lamps were used by everyone. You can buy them in the market, and everyone. They weren't special for Shabbat or special for the Jews. The wicks were the wicks that everyone used for their religious services, and these were the wicks that were being lit. And they burned through Shabbat. And then when it came time for Havdalah, at the end of Shabbat, would be the end of the burning. And from that light, they would light a braided candle, a twisted candle, as if to say, it's our job to keep the light on, to keep the light burning.
And it will need a little lift. Lift up the light.
So how do you lift the light? What do you do to lift the light? What lifts the light?
The words and the music can be a little heavy sometimes. It can kind of gather down around your ankles. You need a little lift. It needs a little help. You have to bring something extra. You have to pull deep for it.
I think you also have to be ready to let the light illuminate the truth. You have to be willing, when you have this kind of light, to let it light up reality, to let it light up everything, not just the beauty. The light itself is beauty, but what it shows you, what it illuminates, is everything, the truth. Maybe that's part of the lift, that it really helps you see.
Jewish prayer for the departure of the Queen, or the departure of the Queen, the sophisticated version. The Queen begins to sneak off at the end. She would sneak away without a peep from anyone if we weren't so filled with desire and yearning. That lust for meaning, it's our yearning that in partial measure gives us our edge. We dignify desire. We are hungry. It is unthinkable we should sit here and watch her go without a counter strategy. We are clever and gilded still from our time together, and merciless with need. There is her yearning, her desire for music, for story, for source wisdom, for relation. We delay her with her Joneses. We are hungry for her. She is hungry for us. Though there is no equivalent yearning, we are limited with description, but some sort of reciprocity of desire is true. She is addicted to story. She desires music, yearning for every moment of relation we have enjoyed for these subset hours of the week. The spiritual delay, we work with more depth. And we fill her with her desires, and we are parting. We squeeze her. We squeeze her for more. Our yearning, our hunger, we wear it everywhere. It is our signature. We are intoxicated with godliness. You said it to me once. You cocked your head, looked up as if you were reading it off the wind above my head. I need meaning. It completes me. Hidel Yeshuati Evtach velo echad Ki oziv zimaradia Vayili Yeshua Shavtem Mayim Isason Ima'ene Hayeshua. Adonai Hayeshua. Alam Chavir Chatecha Salah. Adonai Sebaot Imanu. Miskav lanu Elohei Yaakov Selah. Adonai Sebaot Asher Adam Boteach Bav. Adonai Hoshia HaMelech Yaneinu B'yom Koreinu. LaYehudim Hayata Ora B'Simcha B'Sason V'Ikar Kein Tihye Lanu. Kosh Yeshuot Esa, the cup of salvation I lift. Ushem Adonai Ekara, call upon the name of God. Kosh Yeshuot Esa, Ushem Adonai Ekara. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Borei peri hagafen Creator of the fruit of the vine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Borei minei besamim, Creator of the variety of spices. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Borei miorei ha'esh, Creator of the lights of the fire. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Hamabdil ben kodesh lechol Eino lechoshen Ben Yisrael Amim Ben Yom Hashvi V'Sheshet Yemei HaMaaseh. Baruch atah Adonai Hamabdil ben kodesh lechol. Blessed are you who distinguishes between the holy and not yet holy.
Elijah the prophet never died. His fate was to remain until we learn to live together in peace. So comes to Havdala, goes to every bris, visits us at Pesach, and one day will tell us, Yemei Mashiach, the days of peace are close at hand. In the meantime, we don't just leave it to chance. We work for it every day. Maybe sing him a little bit closer.
Hamadi ben kodesh lecho Chatotenu yimachu Hamadi ben kodesh lecho Chatotenu yimachu Lichvorechem dad levavi Eliyahu hanavi Lichvodechem dad levavi Eliyahu hanavi Arat Michael Nilasiyeh Galiel Derecha Michael Yalasiyeh Gabriel Lichvodechem dad levavi Eliyahu hanavi Lichvodechem dad levavi Eliyahu hanavi You want to hear a poem by Paul Celan?
Yes, that was something
It's called
you said you were going
Havdala.
to do. Oh, wonderful.
Like a lot of his poetry, his poetry is not. It's difficult. He's always being retranslated because
Mm-hmm.
there's room for that in his work.
Mm.
He wrote in German
Mm-hmm.
his poetry. He so a friend of mine once had passed our material back and forth, and we had a kind of a cooperative translating project. We translated his poems because there was room to do that.
Mm-hmm.
He created language, and he had all kinds of interesting word plays and divisions of words, and he created words and lots of room. And even if you don't know the original language that well, it was a wonderful effort to translate his stuff again and again and again. It's always being retranslated. This one's called Havdala. On the one, I'll try to break the lines, unusual line breaks. On the one, the only thread you spin on it, spun round by it, into freeness there, into boundness.
Mm.
Huge stand the spindles into the unland, the trees. There is from below a light knotted into the air mat on which you set the table for the empty chairs and their Sabbath splendor for their glory. going to read it one more time.
Mm-hmm.
On the one, the only thread, you spin on it, spun round into freeness there, into boundness. Huge stand the spindles into the unland, the trees. There is from below a light knotted into the air mat on which you set the table for the empty chairs and their Sabbath splendor for their glory. Paul Celan, he survived a German work camp, lost his family, and sometime after the war walked into the Seine, never came out.
Mm. So, havdala, for us on this shot level is we're letting go of Shabbat. But the notion of distinctions, the notion of letting go, the notion of, that Celan, I think, is giving us that there is this world and then there's this space, the in-between that we spin out of, that we spin into. Is it death? Is it longing? What is that space, the in-between that Havdala marks? Huh?
Liminal space. Yeah.
What is that space for us?
That's a good reading of it.
Yeah, my heart breaks for him. I feel like there was just a little bit of hope, a little bit of longing, the image of his table, of his Sabbath table, but then those empty chairs.
For the glory at the end.
But there is glory at the end. What is glory? When do we taste that glory? Do we dare in this life?
I'd like to mention too that our Psalms project pieces, the worked pieces, the pieces that we put together with all of our collaborators,
including many people who come to Havdalah with us, because it was the inspiration of people showing up every morning that kind of got us up, thinking about what we could offer, what we could kind of squeeze out of those Psalms, right?
It's gone live just now.
Yeah, today, right? No,
either today or yesterday.
Yeah.
Just now.
Yeah,
It's on
the
the first site it's on is CD Baby. It's called.
What is that?
It's some sort of site that sends it to all these other sites.
Oh my, CD
but it
Baby,
just went live on it, so you can hear them on it. But I'm going to sing one of the songs that came from that project. I see there are some people listening who were along the way with us.
Yeah.
I recognize some names here.
Yeah. That was quite a time. And it gave us a new rating of that poetry, because of the time it was in. We, like Celan in his poem, right, in his Havdalah, it happens in real time, and so real time becomes part of the story, as it did for us in the Psalms, right?
Yeah, and we're making a video of the process.
Yeah.
Here's the prelude that will appear in the video. I want to read it. There was a darkness in our land, a 4-year decline, then an illness throughout the world. Toward the bottom of the arc, an old new form emerged. It became a practice based on the Psalms. Infused by the music that we were studying with our teacher, more hands and ears participated. We received and we gave. From our teacher, new forms. With our students, we created a daily practice, a devotional practice, sustaining and surprising practice. We invited in other voices and hands. Each effort led to an expansion of the circle. With more collaboration, the form evolved into something none of us anticipated. It was a difficult time. This, our offering, something bright out of darkness, something new out of something old, something holy out of something defiling, the Duke of Songs. Here's one of the pieces, a part of one anyway. Prayer from within, poor and wrapped before God. Hear my prayer, my cry comes before you. Do not hide your face from me, this day is hard, lean in. My days like smoke, my bones burned at the hearth. Like a bird in the wilderness, like an owl in a wasteland, I was restless, like a bird on the roof. My heart dried out like grass, I've forgotten to eat my bread. The sound of my sighing, my bones cleave to my flesh. Prayer from within, tefillah lifnei Adonai, Oni chiatov, poor and wrapped before God. Shema tefillati, hear my prayer. Shabati elecha tavo, my cry comes before you. Al tastir panecha mimeni, do not hide your face from me. Beyom tsar hatelai, the day is hard, lean in. V'ashan yamai, my days like smoke. Atzmotai k'moked, my bones burned at the hearth. Like a bird in the wilderness, like an owl in the wasteland, I was restless. Shakadati Kitsipor Boded Bagag, like a bird on the roof. My heart dried out like grass. Shachachti mi'achal lachmi, I forgot to eat my bread. Kol anchati, the sound of my sighing. My bones cleave to my flesh. But you, God, forever. You will rise at the right time. Be merciful to the dust. Turn to the prayer of the lonely. Let this be written for the future. A nation created to praise. Take a look at the earth. Hear the cry of the locked up. Hodu.
Name your gratitude.
Kiru.
Say it out loud.
Shiru. Shiru.
Sing your way so people can hear.
Heat hallelujah.
And then when you praise,
Dear Shu.
when you pick it apart, find yourself in the story,
Zichru.
you will remember
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
your salvation.
Ki zachar et var
You
kodshu.
will remember that life is only so dark.
Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
There is also gratitude. So there is a way out.
What you got forever, you will rise at the right time. Be merciful to the dust. Turn to the prayer of the lonely. Eliyahu Naviha Tishbi. Eliyahu Naviha Giladi. Wodiamo Shia Ben David. Eliyahu Naviha Tishbi. Eliyahu Naviha Giladi. Wodiamo Shia Ben David. Should we sing a regular Eliyahu Hanani?
You can. Yeah, I think.
Eliyahu Hanani. Eliyahu Tishbi. Eliyahu. Eliyahu. Eliyahu Hagiladi. Mimera ve'yameinu. Yavo Eleinu. Mashiach ben David. Mashiach ben David. Eliyahu Avi. Eliyahu Tishbi. Eliyahu. Eliyahu. Eliyahu Hagiladi.
So I know it's cold. I know it's dark. But that new moon of Adar, it is growing in the sky. And this year we are blessed to have 2 Adars. So if you don't quite get happy enough in this first cycle of the moon of Adar, know that we'll have a second Adar this year, and she will bring us Purim. Purim, kind of like the light of illumination, the lights of the sanctuary, the lights of the Ner Tamid, the eternal light, the lights of Havdalah, the lights of Shabbat, all of these lights shining on the truth, on reality. That's what Purim will bring us. Purim brings us an opportunity to unmask and to see what's real and what's not.
Become masters of the mask.
We have become of the masks, literally. But we've learned to read eyes. You know, I think of all those teachers who are teaching behind masks and having to speak and teach and inspire with their eyes, especially to the little children. It's such a challenge, but we're doing it. We're doing it. We're moving forward. So as dark as it is, think of the light. The light of illumination, the light that one day Eliyahu will come and tell us we're getting a little closer.
Should we close with a blessing?
Always. Let's always close with a blessing. Shavua Tov, everyone. We hope it's a good week. This week of Titzaveh and the new moon of Adar, where we struggle with the garments of the priests and the inner light that they are meant to bring. Not to confuse the two, but know that you can't see one with the other. You know, one of the things that I'm holding on to in this very dark and cold time is we have this jasmine bush that we brought in from outside. And it usually is very quiet in winter, right? I just kind of cut it back and I let it sleep so that I could put it out in the spring because I love Yasmin. I love the smell of the jasmine. In fact, I know Alyssa's watching, and Alyssa, today is Yasmin, our friend in Tira, young Yasmin, Palestinian, Israeli Arab friend Yasmin, who spent time with us here. It's her birthday today, so I had to use jasmine. But my jasmine tree, right? It's exploded with blossoms. I can't quite understand it. Is it confused? Does it not know it's cold and dark and it's winter still? Or is it saying things aren't always as they appear? And every once in a while you'll get a little surprise. Something to make you smile. So, Shavua Tov, everyone. We leave you with this blessing and we thank you for making Havdalah with us.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. When the upper root and the lower root find each other, it will be a secret, generous wisdom. And each one of us will be recognized as a version of godliness.
That's the real light. Can you hear it? So. we need a don't know or something. Too much? Don't know. I don't know.
I think we can leave it there.
Okay.
We wanted to do about 40 minutes. It
Yeah,
looks like
it
we
looks like
did
we did. Okay.
45 minutes.
Well, we'll be back. We'll be back. Shavua Tov, everyone. We hope you'll take a bit of that blessing with you and share it with all the people whose lives you touch. Shavua Tov.